Hey guys, I just wanted to start this video by welcoming you to my YouTube channel. I am doing a meal prep today. I hope you enjoy it. It's just things that I keep on hand and I eat during the week. As I said before, I'm focusing more on protein because I am a bariatric weight loss surgery patient. Tomorrow I will be 4 years out from surgery, so I am planning on doing a great video on things I've learned and things that I would have changed along the way. So if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you along with my journey. There aren't many of us who have been around, past 2, 3, 4 years who are still making videos with relevant information. So I hope that you enjoy this video, that you enjoy the meal prep that I'm going to show you, and I'll catch you later. Hi everybody, it's Dory. I am going to do a quick meal prep. This right here is one recipe. Basically, I am using avocado oil in a pan, just a little bit. And then to that avocado oil, I am going to be adding, these are sausage patties that I got from Walmart. They are Vermont maple premium sausage patties. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to mash them up in here just into little pieces. I'm going to add some onions, and then I'm also going to add some green beans. Because I bought that big thing of green beans, I really want to use it up before it goes bad. So I'm going to do this first recipe. When it's almost done, I'm going to sprinkle a tiny bit of cranberries in it, and that is it. But I will take you along for the process. All right, guys, so this has been just frying around. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. It smells really good, very maple flavored. I'm going to add that in, and then I'm also going to add, at this point, the onions. This is my little, I don't even know what you call it, Pampered Chef salad I got on Amazon, but it crunches up meat, makes it smaller chunks. Love this thing. So I'm going to add in a little bit of onion to this. I think it would taste really, really good, especially with the mapley flavor. Fall time's coming. So I'm going to continue to cook that. And what I did was I measured out some of the green beans. And so it's kind of hard to really measure out green beans that aren't cut up. But I basically just filled a whole jar, like 2 cups. And I'm just going to throw those in there to cook with the rest of it. And I'm just going to let those cook. I'm going to stir it up with my little spatula that I love to cook with. This is what I use to make scrambled eggs, and they come out so soft. So I'm just going to stir these around, and when they're done, I'm just going to top with a few cranberries, and that's going to be one recipe. So this is what it looks like right at the end. You can see that the onions are all translucent. The sausage is fully cooked. I'm just having this on low, just stirring it around, and then now I'm going to be putting some cranberries on top, and only a little bit. That's it, because they're high in sugar and high in carbs. And that is my end result. All right, as part of my meal prep, I am focusing on protein, as I've said. So this is just a big pot of water. And here's a little secret to get your shrimp to be just so delicious and not dried out. I add 3 bay leaves to this water, and then I added about 3 tablespoons of vinegar, just regular vinegar. If you don't have it and you only have apple cider vinegar, you can use that. And what I'm going to do is this is starting to come to a boil. I use these shrimp. 4 ounces is 100 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 21 grams of protein. I don't know for what reason, but there is some shrimp that has carbs in it. So I'm literally just going to dump these in here. It's going to go back to a boil, and as soon as they turn like an orange color and float to the top, they're done. Max would be probably 7 minutes. They do not take long at all. I take them out, drain them, put them in a cold water ice bath to stop the cooking, and then I will show you guys how I take the shell off. All right, guys, so I just measured all of my shrimp out, but I wanted to show you guys how I do it. I had it soaking, I drained it, and then basically the shell, the skin, and the little legs come off really, really easy. I measure out like between 3.8 and 4 ounces. I always put it at 4 ounces in my Fitness Pal. If I go, you know, over my calories, at least I know I'm not really going too much over during the rest of the day. This, the rest of these in here will probably make it just to 3.5 probably. But basically that's it. It's just you squeeze at the tail and then it pops off and you just shell it right off. And then I just put it in here. I will store these in the refrigerator. Oh, it looks like that was my last one. So that one's gonna be 2.4 ounces, and that's it. So guys, I'm going to share with you another favorite recipe of mine. When I'm feeling like I just want something quick that I can have in a one kind of shot deal here, this is what I make. So I do everything ahead of time before I'm going to cook it. So I just turned on this skillet. I'm going to use a little bit of avocado oil, which I absolutely love using avocado oil. And in here I have onions, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. I have some poblano peppers. I have some scallions. They're sort of like scallions. There's another name for them. My husband knows what it is, but he isn't home, so I forgot to ask him. But in any event, I'm going to pour in this, about half of this, into this pan, this skillet. And you can see lots and lots of beautiful colored peppers and vegetables. And so I'm going to do about that much, and I'll have maybe about a quarter of it left. And I got this today, guys. I started getting Imperfect Foods delivered to my home. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically, you know, local farmers and local businesses will have some produce or things like that that you can buy from them at a discounted price, because a lot of people, maybe the carrots are too small or funny shaped or something like that. Everything we got was beautiful, so I don't really see how somebody wouldn't buy it, but who cares? We're getting it at a discounted price, and we're helping out local farms. So this is what I got in today. It's sweet Italian chicken sausage. It's organic. So it's chicken raised with no antibiotics, no nitrates or nitrites, gluten-free, no MSG, no added hormones, USDA or DA certified organic. One link, there's 4 in here. One is 150 calories, 8 fat, 0 carbs, but 11 protein. And as you guys know, I have been focusing on my protein. So I'm gonna let this go ahead and saute until they're almost cooked. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just cut these up on a cutting board. And then I'm going to add this to the avocado oil and the veggies. And I'll be back and I'll let you guys know what that looks like. Okay guys, so I have gotten these veggies just about cooked all the way through. I went ahead and I chopped up the sausage. This is Italian flavored chicken sausage. So basically I just added this in, and it's sort of like kielbasa. You can do it with kielbasa, you can do it with chicken sausage, you can do it with regular sausage, any type of sausage. I do it when they're fully cooked already, and so I don't have to worry about it cooking. Now, if I buy a sausage that is not fully cooked yet, I don't worry about whether or not I have to cook it. What I do is I cook it first. So I will make sure that I cook the sausage or the beef or whatever it is first, so it's properly cooked thoroughly. And then I'll take it out and I'll use all the grease that was in the bottom to then saute these veggies, and then just return the beef or sausage or chicken sausage to the pan, just like I'm doing now. But this way is easier when the sausage or whatever it is, kielbasa, when that is fully cooked to begin with, then this prep just makes it for such an easy time. On top of this, I do have some provolone cheese. So I'm gonna actually take this out and put it into a Tupperware container, and then I'm going to cover it with some provolone cheese, and that's how I'm going to store it. So I'm gonna let it come up to a really nice hot consistency. This looks fantastic, and then I will package it and put it away. Again, this is how it looks now that it's cooking down. There's the sausage. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a Snapware container, store this, put the provolone cheese on, and then we'll move on to the next recipe I wanna show you guys. It is in the Snapware container. Provolone cheese is already melting on top. I'm gonna cover it, set it aside till it cools, and put it in the fridge for my week coming up. All right, so for my next recipe, this is something I haven't had in a while. I am so excited to eat it, and it is lamb, boneless leg of lamb steak. So I bought this way back, maybe about 2 months ago from Whole Foods. It was on special. I have 3 big lamb steaks. It is boneless. It is grass-fed and grass-finished. I have been marinating this since yesterday, and I put it into a Tupperware container, like a Snapware container, and I put in sofrito, which is onion, garlic, and pepper. And my husband made it in a blender. It's a Spanish thing, and so him and his mom were on FaceTime yesterday, and they wanted to cook with my girls. So they put them and froze them as ice cubes, which is an amazing thing to do. And so this has been marinating in that and some onion overnight. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the same pan that I just cooked the chicken sausage and veggies in, and I just added a little bit more avocado oil. I'm going to lightly fry them or saute them, maybe just not so it's gonna be crisp. I do it low and slow. And this is mint. I'm gonna add mint to it afterwards. Lamb and mint go very well together. And I'm also going to follow it up with some lime juice. So it's really just brings out the flavor, the mint and the lime. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in here. I'm really excited to taste these. I haven't had lamb for quite some time. I did lower the heat a little bit. It was still hot from the last recipe I showed you guys in the last prep. But I am so excited to have this lamb. I cannot tell you, it has been quite some time, and I really love lamb. It's something that we don't get very often, but when we do get it, I'm really excited to have it. And so I'm going to have this lamb. Probably the way that I'm going to serve it for myself is going to be, I'm going to cut it in very long strips, but thin. And I'm actually going to put it on a low-carb tortilla. I'm all about getting the protein in, guys, low fat, just low, on the low side carbs, but I am getting a lot of veggies in, which has been really good and helpful to my body. I have been losing the excess pounds, and so the lamb is just going to be amazing on a low-carb tortilla. Also, just having it by itself, I like to maybe dip it in maybe the low-fat yogurt. Sometimes my husband is part Lebanese, so he does like an occasional Lebanese treat, and he was brought up in a Greek household because his mom's first husband was a Greek rather, and so He will make a traditional tzatziki sauce, and sometimes I'll use that. Sometimes I'll use the one from Trader Joe's. Sometimes I'll use avocado. It's just really a very versatile thing. I feel like the meal preps and the things that I bring you guys are very versatile. You can really use any kind of things together. It doesn't have to be lamb per se. This could be steak. I could be cooking steak. It could be a pork chop. It could be chicken breast. But it really is just the seasonings that you put on and how you marinate it, and also the oil or the butter or whatever it is, the ghee that you are cooking it in. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to cook this lamb low and slow, and I'll come back and I'll let you guys know the next steps to this, and when I do use the mint and the lime, and then I'll even cut some up and show you guys what it looks like. Okay guys, so I have the lamb and it's done, so I'm gonna actually turn off the burner. I'm gonna add some mint in here, and I'm also going to squeeze some lime juice right on top. As I said, lime and lamb and mint go extremely well together. So I'm gonna do that. And then let me pull one out and I'm gonna show you how it came out. It's extremely soft and tender, and I'm probably thinking that's because it's grass-fed and grass-finished. But this looks very, very delicious. Let's see how it tastes. Wow. Lots and lots of flavor. I hope you enjoyed my meal prep. If you have any questions or you have recipes you'd like me to make, please let me know.